And I'm Zero.
And we're gonna try to do the thing!
Yeah!
Today we're gonna
make chicken katsu.
Chicken Katsu!
With our homemade katsu sauce.
Yeah!
It's gonna be delicious.
I'm excited.
I'm also excited.
You just like katsu.
I also haven't had lunch. So there's that.
That's fair, yeah. Lunch is... Yeah, we haven't had lunch yet.
Nope.
It's been a few hours.
This
Will be our lunch eventually. So we have two people. Hi TG and the cat. We have two people who are going to be taste testing with us today. So off camera we have Maid Q and Maid Faye, and they will be tasting off camera and letting us know how everything is. So we're super excited. So Faye actually doesn't really care much for chicken.
He's in the video. It's fine. He's cute. We're gonna wash our hands again.
We'll wash our
Don't
hands.
worry.
Don't worry about it. So anyway, Faye doesn't really care much for chicken, but she's gonna give it a shot. It's not something she eats a lot, so hopefully she likes it.
Or else.
It's fine if she doesn't like. She looks at us and goes. She's like, should I leave? So yeah, so we're super excited. So first things first.
Yes.
So some of the ingredients that we have. So we have our 2 large chicken breasts. They will be trimmed. Obviously they're not trimmed yet. Then they will be butterflied, and then we're gonna smack them. We also have our eggs. And our panko. This is gluten-free panko. It's the Shirakiku brand. This is rice flour mixed with a little bit of starch. You can use potato starch or cornstarch, whichever one you have. I happen to have potato starch, that's what I use. It helps it be a lot more crispy. And then this is the stuff that we have for the sauce when we make that in a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna do a couple things first. So in our eggs, can you add some soya? I'll tell you when to stop.
Okay, just use feeling.
Just use feeling. That's good.
Yeah.
Just want to season the eggs just a little bit to give it a little bit of salt. And then you can go ahead and grab some chopsticks and whisk that up.
Yes, I will grab some chopsticks.
And then to our flour, while he's whisking that up, I'm going to add this. So this is actually my recipe. I go by eye, so I'm going to have to write this up for this video since I don't usually measure things out. So I will make sure that this is nice and measured for you guys so that it's a little bit easier to follow. So this is equal parts black pepper, white pepper, salt, paprika. I use smoked paprika because I like the smoky flavor. And then onion powder and garlic powder. And I'm just going to sprinkle this on top of here. And grab another couple of chopsticks and mix this up nicely. Season as you go. Taste as you go. Don't make bland fried chicken. No one wants that. No one wants that.
Just don't taste the eggs as you go.
Don't taste the eggs. Don't lick raw chicken.
Taste the chicken as you go.
Don't lick doorknobs either.
This is true. I think this is probably good.
Yeah, that looks fine.
It looks alright.
It's fine. It's fine. It looks good.
Fine.
Okay, so next we're gonna go ahead and.
Do we still need these?
No, you can put those
In the sink they go.
Yeah, in the sink they go. So we're gonna go ahead and clear off the table a little bit because we need some space for butterflying and then pounding the heck out of this chicken. So we'll be right back. Be back. It's time for sharp things.
There are sharp things.
Okay. So here's my friend, my best friend. We're going to trim.
Yes.
So, ooh, she's a little bit slippery. Okay, so I'm gonna trim off the fat and the skin bits. I don't really like fatty chicken.
And I will just stand here and look pretty.
Yes. I mean, you can trim the second one.
No, it's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Pause it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit stuff when we get to it. She's gonna cut, and I'm gonna hit stuff.
He's gonna smash it with a hammer.
It's not quite a hammer, but
Comment down below if you know what that's from.
I would hope so.
I'd be really sad if you didn't. To save on postage, I will smash it with a hammer. Love that movie. It's so good. Okay, butterflying. Please be careful. Ask for help if you need it.
That's why she's doing it.
That's why I'm doing it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put pressure on the top with your hand, with your full hand. And then put your blade, make sure it's sharp, otherwise you can slide and hurt yourself. So go ahead and match that up to your side here. And then just kind of start pushing your way through. One side might be a little bit thicker than the other. When it comes out, that's okay. We mostly just want it as half as we can. So this half and we have this half. Sometimes if the way that these chicken breasts are a little bit thick, so I'm actually going to go ahead and have this one of first because it is a little wide here, and I can do that. Please, please, please ask for help if you need it.
There's gonna be so much katsu, you guys.
They're excited.
They are excited.
Okay.
I'm not excited because I have to share.
That's fair. They're trying to be quiet back there, and I'm like, it's alright.
It doesn't work when you and Jam are in the same room. I can keep it together off camera, but when I'm on camera,
It's true.
There's just so many good jokes.
This is so cold. The chicken is still slightly frozen. It's not like frozen hard, but it's still quite cold, which is actually makes it a little bit easier to cut. So if you're having some issues with your chicken sliding around, or like it being too squishy when you're trying to like cut into it, try freezing it for just a little bit, not very long, just a smidge. Okay, that piece needs to go away. It will not go away. I will deal with it later. Okay, so now I'm going to slice this bad boy. Might also be able to get some in here. Cut it the majority of the way, open it up, and finish it. There we go. I can. And we'll go ahead and cut this one. And of course, just to let y'all know, you do not have to get the gluten-free stuff or use rice flour or anything. That's not specific. I can't have gluten, so all the recipes that we have do call for no gluten, which means I technically don't use soy sauce. I use tamari. Tamari is soy sauce without any meat. You can also use, if you are allergic to soy, you can get Meidos. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's like a bottle of Meidos basically, and it has a really similar taste. Obviously, it's not going to be exactly the same, but it's a really similar taste to soy sauce that you can have. So that part's all done. So you can go ahead and put that in there.
and then the caption says loud kitchen noises.
So I'm gonna wash my hands really quick, and then we're gonna get to smacking.
All right,
Okay.
perfect.
So put the plastic down. Our surface is already nice and clean. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay the. Gigi is having heckin' zoomy time right now. So what we're gonna do is we're going to lay out the pieces. We're probably only gonna be able to do like 3 or 4 at a time, just because of how big they are. So what we'll do is we'll lay them out. And then we're gonna put another piece of plastic wrap on top. We're gonna pound that out. And then once we get to the next round that we have to flatten, then we'll have to lay down all fresh plastic and then do it over again. Obviously, before and after cooking with chicken on the surface, please clean it. It's really important because it can easily make you sick if you mix it with other foods. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's lay the chicken. Do you
Right.
want to lay it down?
Sure.
That's fine.
If I can grab them because they're gigantic, but
They're pretty big.
yeah, I got it. All right. I don't know. We'll see how many we get. Do you want to go this way, actually?
No, that's good.
Okay.
And so you want them to be about 2 inches apart because they are going to expand once you start to pound them down. They're going to get flat. This way. I think we can do all 6 on here. Especially if
Sure. I can barely see the plastic anymore.
Yeah, it goes to right here.
Okay.
So if we spread them
Well, now
over
we
just a
know.
smidge.
Oh yeah, I left a huge gap right there.
Yeah, there's a couple big gaps, so I think we can do that. Yeah. Our
Cool.
counter is basically perfectly 6 chicken. 6 chicken.
That's an industry measurement right there.
6 chicken and like.
6 chicken across. Look at all those chickens.
I found them there.
This last one is so big I cannot pick it up. Hang on.
You got it?
Yeah, there we go.
You can do it, I promise. You got it? They are giggling so bad in the background. This video is just gonna be.
They're closer to the camera than we are, so you can probably hear
You
it.
can probably hear them snickering.
Alright, now these are
Not even mad.
gone forever. Wait, no, we still need this plate, right? Yes? Afterwards?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can rinse it if you want to and get the excess goopies off.
We still have these.
We gonna get hands dirty today. That's why all of my jewelry is taken off of my hands and my wrists.
Oops. I still have my watch on, but it's okay.
It's a lot easier. You don't need a second roll for this because you just stick to the one that's down in the bottom. All right. Make sure it's not like stretched across them, but it's just laying flat on them. And then this next part, enjoy some lovely music while we get all of our pented up anger and frustrations out on this chicken.
I had a great time this week at work. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here we go. Enjoy the music.
Yay.
Yeah, good job.
I did it.
Yay! Yay! Okay, so the reason why you want to pound your chicken or your pork, if you prefer to use pork, because you can also use pork. I don't recommend using beef. It's not great with the Katsu sauce and stuff. It doesn't really fry super great, so stick to pork or chicken. We prefer chicken, so that's what we're going with. So I'm gonna pound them out nice and thin because you're only gonna fry it for a few minutes, and you need to make sure that it's flat and even and can basically cook all the way through in about 5 to 10 minutes max. So you don't want to use it really thick. So make sure that you can butterfly and make sure that you can pound it flat. So, yeah, I think we're pretty good. So this next bit is gonna be fun. We're gonna camera change.
Yay, camera change.
Camera change time. And then, so we'll go ahead and we're gonna set up our camera over there so you can see what we're doing as we're dipping and frying. And then, yeah, I'm excited. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Well, for you, it'll be super quick.
Like this.
Hi, we're back. It's just our hands. Ta-da! Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So first, you're gonna want to put in the flour. Then you're gonna want to put it in your eggy mixture. and then in our panko, and then straight into the fryer, which is already ready to go. A really nice tip to make sure that your fryer is ready to go is if you have a bamboo or wooden chopstick, you can stick it in there, and the camera may not be picking it up super great, but there's little bubbles coming off of the chopstick. That means you're all ready to go. Okay, so let's get started. Remember, we have a wet hand and a dry hand for this. Or you can just use chopsticks so that you don't have to get your hands all dirty. I like to use the long cooking chopsticks. It works really nicely for me. So.
Meanwhile, I'm just having trouble over here. Okay, here we go. First one in the flour. I made a flour explosion. That's okay.
That's all right.
Do you want to do wet chopstick and dry chopstick? Oh, it's not working out.
Yeah, you gotta flatten it all the way down. Dip it in there. You got it?
Yep, it's just hard to get back underneath it. Alright, cool. Throw that back down there.
You tossed so much off the edge.
I sure did.
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't even drop it that hard.
Make sure the edges are like untucked. Otherwise, not everything's gonna get that.
Great. That looks good to me.
Yeah.
That looks like it's ready to go.
Alright, so
Cool.
go ahead and slide that in the eggie. And then I will do the eggie turning with this.
Oh my gosh.
You got it?
Yeah, I just couldn't pick it up because I had to turn my wrist further than my wrist could possibly go, so I had to start over. Alright. Egg wash. Let's kind of get this set back up over here.
Yes. Put that all up in there. And then from your eggies to your popcorn. Put that all up in theirs.
All up in theirs.
All up in theirs. Really make sure it's coated nice. Pat it down. And then we put it in. Oop, I lost some panko. I lost some. Okay. Now go ahead. Always lay it away from you so that you don't burn yourself if it splashes.
Like that.
Like
It's
that.
splashed the other way and not this way toward us.
So you're gonna go ahead and cook this until it's browned on one side, flip it, cook it till it's browned on the other. And then yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and cook up the rest of this. So enjoy some lovely music while we do that.
Pew pew.
Hi, we're back! Ta-da!
There's delicious stuff back
Our
there.
chicken and our hush puppies are all set to go.
Yes.
So now we have our recipe for our sauce.
Nope. I have it on my phone.
Which he so conveniently put back into his pocket.
Sure did. I forgot that's what we were doing next. Yeah, well. Alright, I'm almost there. Hang on. Alright, so you want to do 6 times the amount of what's on here, right?
We can just do 3 times right
You want to do 3 times? Okay, we
Yeah.
can make more later if we need to. Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is a homemade tonkatsu sauce. Tonkatsu sauce. Not to be confused with tonkotsu, which is a
Very
ramen
different.
flavor.
That is a bone broth.
So this is on a website called Just One Cookbook. We'll have the link down below so that you can get this recipe too. It's super simple. It's literally just these 4 ingredients and you just mix them together and it's delicious. Which is probably super easy because it's just ketchup, oyster sauce, Worcestershire, and sugar, and all of those things are delicious on their own, unless you hate Worcestershire, I guess.
If you're ever working with dry and wet ingredients, always measure out your dry ingredients first so that you can use the same spoons, and then go from the most liquid to the most viscous. So the thicker one will be last. And if you go in that order, your life will be a lot more simple. I promise.
Alright, cool. So then in that case, we'll start with sugar. So we need 3.38 teaspoons.
Okay.
So like 3,
3.38.
that's like 3 1/3.
So
Teaspoons.
I was listening. I was listening, I promise.
It's fine, we got it. We were about to have a really sweet katsu sauce.
I did not.
It's okay, we're good.
2,
Right.
3.
And then like a little bit less than a whole lot of those. You know what? Half is probably fine. Cool.
We're gonna
Alright.
do all day.
So that's our sugar. Alright, so then our most liquid then, right? Which is gonna be the ketchup.
Oh, more Worcestershire.
No. We need 3 tablespoons of
No,
ketchup.
the most liquidy.
Oh, liquidy.
Like the
I thought you
most
meant.
runny.
Okay, I thought she meant the biggest amount. So there,
No.
we'll clarify for you in case you understood her the same way I did.
Sorry.
Alright, so then in that case, 7.5 teaspoons.
7.5 teaspoons. Wait, we're doing a little bit less because this is the strong one, right?
Oh yeah, so 6 I think you said? Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
6. Cool. Hooray. And then, never mind. You're already going for it. I was gonna say a tablespoon is 3 teaspoons, so.
I'm doing the proper measurements.
I only know that because of what it says on the thing, by the way. Okay, so you're gonna do oyster sauce last, right?
Yes.
Alright, so then we need 3 tablespoons of ketchup. Yes, I can open it. I mixed it earlier, but just to make sure it's not gonna be
I
liquid.
crossed my legs and then
You good? Okay.
It's a tablecloth.
That's probably a 1. We were expecting it. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up, but it's gonna be farty. Yep, it's ketchup.
It's quite farty.
It's because I keep turning it over and putting it back in. I don't even know how we're not spilling right now. Alright, there's our 3 tablespoons of farty ketchup. Alright, and then for oyster sauce, we need 4.5 teaspoons. So we can just use this. This is 3.
A smaller spoon.
Yes.
I don't want to plus contaminate.
We're gonna do this, right? Okay.
Okay, so how many tablespoons?
Just 1.
One tablespoon. And then one.
Yeah, and then 1.5 while I'm whisking, you would like to cut the katsu? Cool. And this isn't like a super exact recipe for the sugar portion of it. You can add more if you do want it sweeter.
I love oyster sauce.
Because we've got a fish-based sauce in here, and then we've got Worcestershire. So I'm gonna mix this up. Probably until she's done cutting.
Just gonna take this big boy. Are you ready? Ready?
We'll have to record some ASMR to layer over this in case it's not getting picked up.
This is that crunch. My mouth is watering. I'm trying really hard and I'm just eating. Okay, so we're gonna try this on its own once the sauce is done, and then we'll show you how I like to plate it. You don't have to plate it that way. But we'll get a plate all nice and pretty for you after we give this a try so that you can see what it looks like all nice and fun. I'll plate it up.
This is probably all good to go.
Yeah, and that's it.
Just wanted to throw on.
Get a spoon.
We have a spoon. What'd you do with the spoon?
I licked it, so I put it in the sink.
Still want these for anything?
Nope.
I think we're good. We'll get more different spoons.
You guys ever seen the gif of it's like an old ad, I think, of a little girl staring at jam being spread on a piece of toast, and she's just like, that's how I feel right now.
Yep, now I know what meme you're talking about. That was probably a little too much. That's okay. No, it's not going to be as pretty, but that's okay.
So it tastes good. That's really what matters.
It is really what matters. It all tastes the same in your mouth.
Also, all comes out the same way.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
I don't think we needed to go there, though. All right.
Fine, we went there. I went there.
I'll just take this one. Right next to that one. You want it to be etched?
Yeah, I want a crispy piece.
All right, cool.
Okay, here you go. Okay, ready? Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
Bye.
What about that? It's really good.
Those are really great Katsu sauce recipe.
What about my recipe?
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Katsu
the
sauce is really good.
sauce is super good.
I think, so on the recipe itself, it recommends if you do buy the particular brand of Worcestershire that we had, it's a little bit more sour than a Japanese brand that they recommended instead. So you'll see it on the recipe. So since we do have the more sour one, we just used a little bit less. I think it worked out really, really well. This is really good. We're just gonna eat the rest of this now.
It's so good. All right, so I will make a cute plate for you guys and give you a little bit of a rundown of what I personally like to serve it with and give you some ideas on how you can serve this for a really nice lunch or dinner. And we'll be right back. Hi, we're back. So just to give y'all an idea of some of the things that you can pair this with that taste really good together. I really love pickled vegetables with anything fried. I think that it's really nice to kind of like cut the oil and the grease and stuff. Any kind of like really simple cabbage salad is also really good with it. Cabbage goes great with fried things. So here we have a spicy pickled daikon, which is a radish, and then we have the spicy pickled cucumber. I like spice, not everybody does. You can get both of these things non-spicy. I just prefer the spicy versions. This is an umeboshi, which is a really sour plum. You can kind of tear off the meat on the outside. It does have a pit, so you can tear off the meat on the outside and put it over your rice. The rice is already seasoned with gomashio. Gomashio is a black sesame and salt mixture that you can put on your rice. I always put it on my rice when I make curry. It's like my favorite thing to put on my rice when I make curry. And then of course we have our lovely chicken breast here. So I actually cut it in half because it was really thick. So I cut it in half long ways and then I sliced it down. And so that's kind of how we have it presented here. So it looks really good. We'll probably devour this here in a couple of seconds, but this is just a really nice example of how you can plate it, how you can make it look really nice, and some of the things that you can eat it with. There's all sorts of different kinds of pickled vegetables if you like them, and if not, just get a salad or something like that on the side just to kind of cut down on the greasiness of the chicken. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Did you have fun?
I did have fun.
Did you learn anything?
Yep.
Learn some things.
Just a little bit.
That's good. We used to cook a lot because we used to work at a little deli up in North Scottsdale, or North Phoenix rather. That was a long time ago, but it was a lot of fun, and we cooked a lot of things together. That's where you learn to cook, pretty much.
Yeah. It wasn't so much cooking; it's mostly grilling, but it's what it is.
Still a lot of good lessons though.
Yeah.
So hopefully he will cook more often because it's fun, and you like it. You have fun every time you do it.
This is true.
He's like, man, I don't want to cook anything. And he starts cooking and he's like, this is fun. So, but it's also fun. It's a lot more fun when you do it together. So this is something that you can, make with your family or your friends or some roommates or whatever you have.
Frying is much easier with more than one person.
Frying is a lot easier with more than one person, especially because like deep fry baskets and stuff is not really a thing you can get at home. So, yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming along with us on our journey today on trying to make katsu. We really hope that you enjoyed watching us make it. We hope that you all learned something, and we certainly did. And please let us know what you'd like to see us make in the comment section below. And of course, as always, the recipes are going to be also in the description box down below. And we're gonna go demolish this, so we'll see you guys later.
And then you should try to do the thing.
Try to do the thing, and let us know if you tried to do it. Bye-bye.
Bye.